Welcome guys to another session of Moonscapes for September the 17th, 2013. I just completed a segment using a 6.5 millimeter eyepiece and a 10-inch. And said I may try a second one with a Barlow lens. And by golly, I threw the Barlow lens in there, and the sky conditions must have improved considerably. I've got a fairly good image here of the Chicard, Nesmith, and Wargentin area of the moon. And what I like, and I'm not even really zoomed in, look at Wargentin. We just talked about Wargentin in my last video. That is that plateaued crater that's filled to the brim with lava. And we talked how we could not see the ridges really well. Well, with the Barlow lens, there they are. A little bit of wavering. We got the, well, let me center that back up a little bit. I got it running away on me here. Let's go. I got to go this way, and then this way, and I better slow down the rate a little bit because we're moving around a little too much here. Let me do this. Okay, that should do it. Let's see what we got here now. Yeah, there we go. We got a little smoother movement. I just want to keep this near center. Okay, now why did that go to blue? Let's. Well, if I clip auto, color intensity, knock it down a bit. That's not too bad. Again, Chicard is that huge crater over right at the lower right-hand corner. And notice now you can see the smaller craters in the floor of that crater, and you can see the banding, the dark markings in that floor of that crater to the right-hand side and the left-hand side, and the bright streak through the middle. But Wargentin stands out beautifully, and that W raised ridge is visible. It's not real strong, but it definitely is there, and that is again because we have boosted the power. And I'm amazed because the scene is not jumping all over the place. I guess that prediction for a good scene tonight is holding true. Just need it for the moon to get a little higher in the sky. I did take the time to take some stills, individual single images, but I'm going to have to add a few more because, boy, we're getting some nice views here. I'm not going to stay on too long with this, but I do want to give you a look around with this higher power. We're using the 10-inch Meade f4. But now we are using it with a 2x Barlow. So that means the telescope is working effectively as an f8 or 80-inch focal length instead of a 40-inch focal length. And it boosts the power from 150 to about 300. Actually, I think it was 156. And we're going to slide down along the terminator here slowly and just take in some of this detail at this higher power. Scope is working really nice. I'm amazed. I actually got my car running and had my heater going. I went out there to set this up, and it's cold. We're probably going to go down the frost here tonight in Connecticut. Sign of things to come. Look at this area here. I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to reach forward and try to shut my car off. Be right with you in a second. Getting a little warm in here. There we have Cassendi over lower right corner. And then you come across, and you've got that mountain range over there at the terminator. Now, I did shut off my Atlas computer. I was having a problem where I had I had to turn my imaging computer on power. It was getting low. So it's plugged in and charging, but I've got it on that cooling pad, keeping it cool. But I was just drawing a little too much power to run both computers this long, so I shut off the Atlas, and I don't have that available to me now, so I'm going to have to just kind of talk my way through this as we go along from memory. But that's a nice view there. Let's go down to the Marius Hills area, and let's see with this higher power eyepiece if we begin to pick up anything. Look at that crater on the Terminator there. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? It's a ringed crater, and the peak, see the peak? It's coming, it's the crater near the center of the screen now. Look at, you can see the central peak is in shadow at the base. The top is catching sunlight, and look at the wall behind, at the back of that crater. You can see the shadow of the central peak being cast on the wall of that crater. That is really, really beautiful. The sun angle so low there that it's catching the mountain and throwing a shadow on the back rim of the crater, which is starting to catch sunlight. That is really, really neat. And I don't think we wouldn't have seen that without this Barlow. Let's continue on down towards my Marius Hills area. There's Raimi Gama, that whitish looking patch on the surface there. When I get down, we've got to get over and find Kepler. I believe that's Marius right there. Yes, because there is Kepler. Okay, Kepler is over near the left-hand corner. You can see the ray pattern. And Marius is the crater, which is just below dead center. Now I'm zoomed out quite a way, so I got some zoom left. So now let's go cinder cone hunting with the higher power. Now, as I said, on a night with lower sun angle, the cinder cones would be just standing out like a sore thumb. But the sun angle has gotten high here. Those cinder cones are very, very low structures, so they disappear very, very easily with higher sun. And I'm zooming, and I really, really can't see. Can't see a cinder cones. I'm getting an awful loud humming noise from my cable that connects the battery to the computer, and I don't know why that is. Is it still charging? It's still charging and plugged in, but I don't know why I've got that humming noise. I don't like that. I hope that's not going to cause a problem. You know what? I'm going to shut that off. I've got enough power in the computer itself. We're at about 41%, so I've got enough computer power here to finish out the section here we're doing. So let me